with DemX Media. And what we do is we present information and educate voters about the process and about candidates that represent a more fair and equitable Georgia. And to me, you represented that. I studied a little bit about your candidacy over the past, past year or so. And I'd just like for you to be able to introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Nakita Hemingway. I'm a Georgia native, mother of four, married, realtor, entrepreneur, farmer, and recently the Democratic nominee for House District 104. HD 104 sits in the northeast corner of Gwinnett County, covering Decula, parts of Lawrenceville, parts of Auburn. And we had an amazing year in 2020. The seat has never been held by a Democrat, and we actually came close to winning it. We were just 779 votes shy, and that is competing against a budget of $1.3 million. It was the second most expensive House seat in the state of Georgia.
Why, 2020, did you specifically choose to run for District 104?
So it was out of my own personal challenges as a farmer and a small business owner, understanding how legislation and sometimes municipal power does not work to the advantage of the citizens in that area. And literally I was at a crossroads where it was either give up on my dream or find the most successful way of fighting back. And so hearing from others and learning that the challenges I was facing in my county are happening all over the state of Georgia in this space. And I love land use and I love agriculture. I decided to run.
Personally and professionally, would you say your successes and takeaways were from running this past cycle?
So being new to politics, it can be very intimidating because it travels. Everything is so fast. And before you have a moment to breathe, you're on to the next item or tackling the next issue. And I think for me, the most important thing was learning and remembering to be authentic to who I am and not change because the narrative or the situation changes. Oftentimes I find when I am trying to be a politician, because that's not me, it doesn't work for me. And in this process, I believe that if you hold on to your values and you fight for the things that matter to you, people understand. They will see the real you and will understand how to relate to you and whether or not you're the right candidate for them. And I think that's what we need more of in all areas of politics, is more honesty and just being real about what it is you're passionate about and what it is you're looking to do.
What are your takeaways about the bills that we're seeing go through the state Senate and the state House? And what would you say to voters and activists about what we can do to fight them and hold on to the historic progress that we've made in Georgia?
So I know right now in the current climate, what a lot of us are feeling are the repercussions for fighting for justice and being open about it. And putting it all on the line, right? And not getting across the line like what we set out to do. But I remember something my mom has always taught me, and it's been sticking out more and more in my head, which is let them set the rules and you play by it, but you also make them play by the rules too. So in saying that, these voter suppression bills that the Republican Party are actually trying to push forward in the state of Georgia, we all understand what that really is about. It's about keeping Black voters suppressed. It's about making sure they continue as the minority party in the state of Georgia, have a strong hold over the state of Georgia in terms of state politics. But in my heart of hearts, I think everything is going to happen the way that it's supposed to happen. Now, that's not to say that we don't put in the work, because we have to put in the work, but understand that, there are going to be repercussions for those actions, and voters are not stupid. And I believe that this makes our cause and what we're fighting for more pronounced, and people will rally around it. Even in House District 104, with everything that was going on in 2020, I mean, it felt like the year from hell for most of us, right? There were still 16,000 voters who didn't show up at the polls. So I am hoping that people see that when one or two more people show at the polls, that has a massive impact. And maybe getting 5 more here, 10 more here who can legally vote, will get to where we need to be. So, and Georgia, more than anything, I think the most detrimental thing we can do to ourselves is a one-party rule, regardless of who's in power. If we have diversity and we have a balanced government and everyone feels represented, they don't feel disenfranchised, and we don't have the type of issues we're dealing with now because of this.
Well, I had one final last question. It's a fun one. What's your favorite dessert?
Oh gosh, tiramisu.
Oh my God, I love tiramisu.
Yes. And I hate when they substitute it. It's just coffee. Bring on the alcohol.
Oh, yeah. But thank you again, Nakita, for running. And
Thanks, Caleb.
I'll be in touch. I'll see you soon.
Sounds good. Okay, take care.